Hello! This lesson is about writing techniques for grabbing your reader's attention. In our tag strategy for introductions, this is the letter G. These techniques give you ways to frame your thesis and arguments, so that they are more memorable and interesting. They also allow you to add your own voice and style. Another reason to use these techniques is that they allow you to connect with your reader in different ways, intellectually or emotionally. For example, look at these pictures of the Earth. Each one is different and may evoke different thoughts and feelings when we see them. So, introducing the same ideas in varying ways can have a big impact on your reader. There are many techniques out there, but this lesson will introduce you to just 5 of them. Next, I'll give you a short description of each one. The first technique is called Ask a Question. You can introduce your arguments and ideas using 2 to 3 thought-provoking questions. Your goal is to encourage the reader to think deeply about the issues you'll discuss in your essay. And then your arguments will provide the answers. The next technique is called historical review, or just history. In this technique you introduce your arguments by linking them to a factual historical example. Make sure that your example uses specific dates, people, or places. And your information should be relevant and should avoid pop culture references. Our third technique is called Set a Scene. Your goal for this technique is to describe a realistic scene or situation that illustrates your main arguments. You should use vivid and descriptive words that relate to the 5 senses. Using this technique, you can try to evoke a specific mood that is more sympathetic to your ideas and arguments. Next, we have the personal anecdote technique. An anecdote is a short personal story from your own life. It can be a little funny or sad. Sometimes, you can use a personal anecdote to introduce and illustrate your main ideas. These stories can help you personalize your essay. But don't share any details that you wouldn't want a stranger to know. Our fifth and final technique is called controversy. A controversy is a debate about a topic which has 2 or more opposing sides. One way to introduce your arguments is to present them as part of a rational debate about the issue. This technique allows you to acknowledge different viewpoints, but make sure that your position on the topic is crystal clear. As I said before, these 5 techniques are just a few examples. There are many more. Try practicing these techniques until you find the ones that work best for you. Ask a question, historical review, set a scene, personal anecdote, and controversy. However, when you are writing an introduction, do not overwhelm the reader by using too many of these techniques all at once. One technique is often sufficient. Finally, if you would like to see examples of these techniques in action, check out your local newspaper or listen to speeches on the news. There are also examples available in other lessons and games. And now, it's time for the checkpoint. When you are ready to go on, close this window. You'll go to the checkpoint automatically.